Despite her success, there's drama. She's been left off the US Olympic roster due to a missed training camp, sparking debates about how USA Basketball makes decisions. Meanwhile, some WNBA players feel overshadowed by her rise, while others celebrate her ability to elevate the entire sport. Caitlin Clark isn't just a star, she's a movement. Her journey is rewriting the story of women's basketball, proving it's not just worth watching, it's essential. Prestigious awards and recognition. Caitlin Clark continues to dominate headlines as one of the nominees for the BBC World Sports Star of the Year award. This places her among a global elite, including Olympic champions like Simone Biles. Clark's groundbreaking nomination as the sole basketball player in this category highlights her transformative impact on women's basketball. Caitlin Clark's historic year. Caitlin Clark.
And you're seeing it now, like she is nominated for an award that there's literally 6 athletes in the world. Like there's no nomination for Jason Tatum. There's no nomination for LeBron after the Olympics. Obviously, there's no nomination for Steph.
As the first and only basketball player nominated for the BBC World Sports Star of the Year, she stands among global legends like Simone Biles and Armand Duplantis. This nomination not only highlights her on-court dominance but also her ability to bring attention to women's basketball at a global scale. Transforming women's basketball. Clark has reshaped how fans perceive women's basketball. Record-setting performances, with nearly 4,000 career points and a playstyle characterized by deep three-pointers, exceptional assists.
There are plenty of incredible athletes here, but there's only 6 athletes not from Britain in this. She was nominated as one of the 6 top athletes in the world. Won last year by freaking Erling Haaland.
Championship brought in 19 million viewers, surpassing many NBA playoff games. Cultural impact. Her games have driven unprecedented ticket sales and TV ratings. Networks are now prioritizing women's basketball, recognizing its increasing popularity, a phenomenon often referred to as the Clark effect. Named to Forbes' 30 Under 30 list, Clark is the highest-earning female basketball player in terms of endorsement deals. Her marketability reflects her dual role as an athlete and a cultural icon. Olympic snub. Despite her dominance, Clark was left off Team USA's Olympic roster for Paris 2024 due to scheduling conflicts with mandatory training camps. This decision has been criticized as a missed opportunity for the US to showcase one of its brightest talents on a global stage. Physical play and media dynamics. Opponents have targeted Clark with physical play, sparking debates about the treatment of star athletes, especially women in competitive sports. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver weighed in, addressing the racial and gender undertones of some criticisms, while praising Clark's toughness and professionalism. Clark's rookie card recently sold for a record-breaking $22,000, underscoring her cultural and financial impact on the sport. Clark's influence extends to the WNBA, which is experiencing unprecedented growth in viewership and fan engagement. Her presence is forcing the league to adapt to a new era of heightened visibility and interest, expanding opportunities. Her success highlights the need for more robust marketing and media coverage for women's sports, which could lead to increased sponsorships and better pay for players across the league. Mixed reactions. Some veteran WNBA players have expressed concerns about Clark overshadowing their contributions, while others see her as a catalyst for growth that will benefit everyone. Caitlin Clark's story is far from over. She's closing in on historic milestones, continuing to draw record-breaking audiences, and inspiring a new generation of athletes. Her impact goes beyond basketball. She's leading a cultural shift, proving that women's sports can captivate global audiences and demand equal recognition. Clark's journey has only just begun, but she's already cemented her legacy as a game-changer. As she continues to dominate on and off the court, the world of sports will be watching. Massive impact on women's basketball. Clark's influence extends beyond the court. With skyrocketing ticket sales and record-breaking TV ratings, she is attracting unprecedented attention to women's basketball. Her games, both collegiate and professional, are becoming primetime events, drawing millions of viewers. Trading card success. A Caitlin Clark trading card recently sold for an impressive $22,000 at auction.
People think it's going to be another Caitlin Clark. There's not. There's just not. Like Juju, great. Juju's great. Honestly, Juju's absolutely fantastic. There is not going to be another Caitlin Clark.
In sports. Challenges and controversies. Despite her meteoric rise, Clark has faced challenges, including being left off the US Olympic roster for the Paris 2024 Games. USA Basketball cited scheduling conflicts with mandatory training camps as the reason, sparking debates about how team selections are made. Critics argue her talent and impact make her omission puzzling. Endorsements and earnings. Clark was named to Forbes' 30 Under 30 list and is currently the highest-earning female basketball player in terms of endorsements and NIL, name, image, and likeness, deals, even as a rookie. Caitlin Clark is taking the sports world by storm. She's not just dominating on the basketball court, she's competing for one of the most prestigious awards in global sports, the BBC's World Sport Personality of the Year. This isn't your average honor, it's reserved for the elite of the elite across all sports. And guess what? Clark,
realistically, she should have been an Olympian. If it wasn't for the fact that USA Basketball just wanted to make it a closed shop. And
let's talk about her competition. She's up against legends like Simone Biles, the gymnastics icon, French swimmer Léon Marchand breaking Michael Phelps records, marathon champion Sifan Hassan, and record-breaking pole vaulter Armand Duplantis. These are names that define their sports, and Caitlin Clark is right there with them. So, what makes Clark so special? Sure, her stats are jaw-dropping. She's just shy of 4,000 career points, a milestone untouched in women's college basketball for over 50 years. But it's more than that. She's transforming women's basketball. Her games pull in millions of viewers, more than some NBA playoff games, proving that women's basketball is not just a sport, it's a spectacle. And yet, her rise hasn't been without drama. Some WNBA players feel overshadowed by the attention Clark is getting. Even basketball commentators like Stephen A. Smith are weighing in, calling for respect for her talent. While some see her as a rising tide lifting the sport, others worry she's stealing the spotlight. Then there's the Olympic controversy. Despite her dominance, Caitlin Clark won't be suiting up for Team USA at the Paris Olympics. Why? She missed a mandatory training camp, a rule that's sparking plenty of debate. Fans and analysts alike are questioning how USA Basketball could leave out one of the sport's brightest stars. But Clark isn't letting the noise distract her. She's staying focused, breaking records, and proving her worth every time she steps on the court. Her impact is undeniable. Ticket sales for women's games are skyrocketing, arenas are packed, and TV networks are scrambling to air more women's basketball. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player, she's a game changer. Her nomination for the BBC Award is a signal that women's basketball has arrived on the global stage. Every shot, every assist, and every game she plays is a step toward redefining what's possible for women's sports. The question now is, how far can she take it? With the world watching, Caitlin Clark is not just making history, she's shaping the future of basketball. Caitlin Clark is making waves in the sports world like never before. As a rookie in the WNBA, she's been nominated for the BBC's World Sport Personality of the Year, a massive honor typically reserved for global icons like Simone Biles and record breakers across all sports. She's the only basketball player on this elite list. Clark isn't just breaking records, she's changing the game. With nearly 4,000 career points and millions of viewers tuning into her games, she's proven that women's basketball can draw massive attention. Arenas are filling up, TV ratings are soaring, and the sport is experiencing exponential growth, thanks to her influence.